In the depths of a magical forest where bird songs mingled with the gentle breeze, lived a young crow named Carl. Carl was adventurous by nature, soaring above the forest trees and exploring every corner of his green world. With each new journey, he dreamed of becoming the best bird he could be. Yet, amidst his lofty ambitions, there was something weighing heavily on Carl, a sense of failure. Despite his continuous efforts, Carl seemed unable to shine as brightly as his peers in the forest. He watched other birds build better nests and hunt successfully, while he faced criticism and ridicule for his confusion and failures. Carl had a fateful day when he attempted to build his own nest. He tried his hardest, but the little chicks that waited in the nest couldn't fly when the time came. Tears welled up in his eyes. He felt like he had failed in his duty as a parent. With each passing day, the bitterness of failure grew inside him. He felt inadequate, convinced he would never become what he dreamed of. He moved through the forest with wings heavy with sorrow, subjected to mocking glances and criticisms from those around him. But one day, as he wandered through the forest, Carl heard a strange urge pulling him toward the big tree at the end of the path. And there, he found another crow, an old crow contemplating the sky with eyes full of wisdom. "What are you doing here?" Carl asked in astonishment. The old crow slowly raised his head and smiled warmly. "I'm here to tell you a story, Carl, a story about failure and how to overcome it." Carl listened in awe to the tale of the old crow, and how he himself had overcome many challenges and failures. And despite it all, he learned that failure was not the end of the road, but the beginning of new opportunities and learning experiences. Carl returned to his nest that day with a heart full of hope. He began to share his story with the other birds in the forest, sharing his experience and what he had learned from it. Gradually, the other birds began to understand that failure was not a shame, but an integral part of the journey of growth and development. And so, Carl transformed from a bird who felt like a failure into a symbol of hope and resilience in the forest, carrying his story as a lesson for anyone facing challenges. And every day, Carl and all the birds in the forest lived with courage and confidence, knowing that every failure paved the way for new success.